What's up, y'all? It's Mike. We're back with our Coastal Carolina Dynasty. Last week, which was week 0, we played Virginia, and it was a crazy one. Came down to the wire, so check that one out if you didn't get a chance to see it. This week, we're going to do week 1. We're going to do our recruiting, of course, and we're going to go ahead and play our game against Jackson State at their place. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to start off. We got 20 coach coins. We're going to go into our abilities. We're going to use those, of course, for our recruiting here. Go through here. We did a lot of our scouting already, so it's not going to be as beneficial to us. But I do want to unlock those early. Um, but since wide receiver really need we really need those, we are going to go ahead and take the recruiting actions to give that wide receiver our boosts. So we're going to go ahead and put 5 into that, and then with these other ones here, we are going to go ahead and just unlock some of the scouting for the different positions. So we'll go ahead and do some O-linemen. Go ahead and take care of our D-line as well. And then we'll go ahead and do linebackers. Now that we got our coach coins spent, we're going back out here. We're going to go straight into recruiting. Use up our little bit of time that we got. And we got to use it wisely, y'all, because we do not have much. 315 hours. We got a lot of people to look at, so we're just going to focus on these big ones for sure, the positions that we really need. And we will take care of this right tackle and get him replaced that locked us out. So I think first what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and find a replacement for this right tackle. I remember that we went through the 3s, couldn't find any 3s, so that's why we settled for the 2s. So right off the bat, we're just going to go into the 2s, try to find us a good right tackle. Straight into the 2s here. Try to find us a good one. We are looking for power. So we will just pick up, this is the one that locked us out right here. We're going to pick up one of these guys. Choose. I know Florida's in there. They're in the top 3. So is Vanderbilt. Might have to see. I'm going to try this guy right here. We'll put him on the board. Scout him real quick. See how he's looking. Okay, he's alright. We can give it to him. So we are not on his list here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna give him a little bit of time. Honestly, just give him a little bit of time. We're not gonna offer scholarship yet to see if we can at least make it into the top 8. Because we're not really worried about him right now. But that 10 hours will be there for maybe another week or 2. Just depends on how far Kent State is looking at him. So we're going to go ahead and take off this right tackle. We don't need him no more. And we're going to focus on the ones that we need here. So we're just going to make sure the top here that we are at their top 5. Top 5. It doesn't look like anybody's really moving towards them. USF. So I probably want to put a little bit of time into him just to move him up. That way, if one of these bottom 3 don't put any time, or do put time into him, I don't lose that 5th spot. I don't want to get locked out. So we're just going to put 5 into him. We want to save a lot of our time for this guy, really, for guys like him. This is our special find right here, the 95 speed, 95 acceleration, and he's got 80 catching right off the bat. So, and then look at the abilities. You got the takeoff ability and the road dog and clear-headed mental. So he is solid. We are going to take off the 10, and we're going to put a little more time into him. Contact friends and family. And we'll move on here to the left guard, see what we're looking at. We'll probably get locked out if we don't put some time into him. So what we're going to do is we will probably put 10 into him and then move on. If they lock us out, ain't no big deal. I'd rather get this guy right here, this left guard, than the other one anyway. Just because he's a 3-star. So we are definitely gonna have to put some time into him because we didn't even make it onto the list with a scholarship. So right here you could put just 10 into him. I'd hate to put 25 into him and then still not make it into the 25 or into their top 8. I also could just go ahead and take him off the list, thinking that I'm not gonna make it because the scholarship didn't do anything. So that makes me feel a certain type of way, but I'm gonna just at least try. I'm gonna go down here to this right guard. We're definitely gonna try for him. We offered him a scholarship last time. We moved all the way up to the 4th. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Doesn't look like anybody's putting an insane amount of time into him. East Carolina a little bit, but we're gonna give him 10. Move on, and we could go back if we have extra hours, come back and put more time into them. Gonna put 5 into this guy. The bottom 3 ain't really doing anything. Queen main in that 5th spot's good, but I doubt that he's gonna be moving into his top 5 next week. Right tackle here, we got Tom. We got plenty of time here, so we're not gonna fool with him. Right here, we're already his top guy, so we can continue with the 10. Like I said, if we got extra hours to come down and move him up to 25. This guy right here, we definitely need him. He's gonna be the starter next year, 9 times out of 10. So we definitely need to make sure that he's going to be the top. 25 is fine. It looks like, nobody else is really putting interest in him, so I don't really mind, not putting more. It looks like he'll be to his top 5 next week, maybe. And we can get in the swing and all that. Left side linebacker, we're going to put a little more time into him. FAU's really pushing for him. So South Florida, some Florida teams for real are top 5. So we are going to take the 10 off, put 25 onto him, and we're going to try to secure him for sure. Because once that left side linebacker is gone, we're going to have to settle for a 2. We might not find a 2. We might settle for a 1. So those left side linebackers go quick. Right here, we're number 2. And there's Liberty. I'm not really spending any time right now. It looks like we're fine, so I might just go ahead and throw the 25 on him just because we're not spending the time. So that's what I'll do. Go ahead and throw the 25 on him. He's a gem, so definitely want to try to keep him. I might do the same with him. I'll come back to him. See, we're looking good on a lot of these guys because they're not really moving. This punter, spend time on him early. I wouldn't really go for it, but since we have a ton of time and nobody else is really moving, we're gonna spend 10 on him. We made it into number 1 for this fullback, which he's a gem. We're probably going to. We'll move him up to 25. See if we can get some guys early, honestly. Doesn't take forever to sign somebody. The earlier we get people signed, the more we can focus on others. So right here, You know, we do need 2 fullbacks, but I'm not, you know, too wild about getting this guy just for the fact that we have him. So I'm gonna put less time on him. Right in for the teams competing again. He's a gem. I think it's worth to put 25 here. Left in. We just did the scouting. I believe we didn't put any time into him, so we're gonna come through. We got Tom. 25. See if we can make it in his top. Here we did 10. Didn't budge. Probably way down there. You know, we could. Oh no, this is the guy. This is the guy we just replaced. Okay, this is the guy we just replaced. We have the time, so we're gonna put 25 into him. All right, so this safety now. We didn't put Tom into him. Let's put 10. This right tackle right here is 3-star. Put 10 as well. Let's see, this wide receiver. He didn't really budge. I did not mean to do that, y'all. I'm gonna be real with you. I did not mean. My fingers got happy. I was gonna search social media. I was not gonna offer him a scholarship, but when it's done, can't undo it unless somebody knows something I don't. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going with that. Oh well, it happens. So we're gonna go back to this guy. I really could. You know, if we're really pushing for him, I could put 50 on him, but we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna look at all my gems. Some of the gems I can go through and put 25 on them, just because we have that extra time. And then I honestly could keep around 40 just for the visits, because we're not gonna get all this time back. Right here. We need 5 more. Keep 40 for visits when we get to top 5. I think there's gonna be a few players that are gonna be have us in the top 5 for next week. So kind of prepare for that. At least get 1 visit off if we don't get any extra time back. See. I can just put it anywhere how I'm feeling. Put the extra 5 in here. It looks like they're really pushing for him, so why not? And then next week we can move time around. Remember that, y'all. You can whatever you put here, you can go and you can take it off and switch time around, whatever you got to do. So this looks good for now. We're gonna say those 40 hours. Go back out here, and we're gonna get ready to play against Jack State here. I'm gonna go check my depth chart before I start, just to make sure everything's right. Last video, depth chart was all wonky, so I'm just gonna make sure everybody's in the right position. Normally it's your lineman, so we're gonna go through here and check. Okay. Don't look like anything's changed. Make sure we got our best guys on top. Been good so far. I don't think there's gonna be any problems down here. Yeah. We're gonna talk about this guy. So now that we've done that, depth chart's all ready to go. We're gonna get our game over with Jacksonville State. One of the ratings, they're a better team than us, but that's all right. Slightly better, just slightly. Go through, make sure.
All right, y'all. So I had some
playbook,
audio problems.
Correct. We're good.
It looks like I accidentally recorded my gameplay audio twice, and it is echoing pretty bad. So I'll be just talking over it. So we have a good game here, a pretty even matchup against Jackson State. So we come out on the first drive, try to get a stop. So the main thing right here is I noticed that they're talking about the tight end. So I'm expecting a pass play. Run a cover 3 there. They end up doing a little drawish play. We get the stop. Still expecting the pass though. Normally when they highlight a guy, they normally go to him. So I'm expecting them to know this time in Army. They go back-to-back run plays. I get another stop. Right now our defense will know. They end up getting the first down. We got another stop here on the run. They're not really doing anything on the run. They did complete a pass play earlier. One little screen play. We're trying to get this stop right here. It's 3rd and 1. It's real important to get these 3rd and 1s so you can get off the field. They're at midfield. They're going to punt if I get the stop here. And we get it. I was really worried about that guard pulling. It looked like he was going to get me, but I got off a block, made the tackle. One thing I hope that they fix in the new college football is that wasn't necessarily a shank, but they always try to put it out of bounds when they're at midfield, and it always ends up being a bad kick. They hardly ever get it down within the 10. Alright, so we're testing the run here. As y'all know from last game, I like to run. We get a really good break right here. If we continue to run like that, we'll have really good success. And normally when we run well, we end up winning. So another run here, 5 yards, we'll take it. Let's see if we can overpower their defensive line here. Get another pretty good run here, make it short. Just trying to get that first down right here. Do nothing crazy. And as y'all can see, we have like 3 different backs that we rotate to. So I kind of like that. They're all pretty decent. Just make sure they don't get tired and that wear and tear doesn't affect the running game. We get that first down right there. We run the play action right here. Doesn't look good. Boom, get hit right off the bat. I don't think we have the offensive line to deal with the play action or any of those long developing routes. We do average a little over a 70. We catch them off guard with a long run right there. We ended up having to punt. Oh no. We ended up going for it on 4th and turning the ball over. We didn't want to kick because we had kicking problems last game. So they end up getting a first down. I ended up missing a tackle there, which I could have held them to like 5 or 6 yards instead of his first down. They go for a run here. They gain a little 7 yards. He had a really nice cut back there. I wish I would have stopped him before he could have got it. quarterback run. He don't gain much and get the stop. It's another third and short play. So really, we just want to make sure that we get off the field right here. So we're running a cover 2. Try to cover the flats here. And one thing that I hate about the cover 2 is that it just gives up the middle super easy. Like if they run anything 5 yards or shorter across the middle, it is just wide open. I guess the drop is too far. I'm gonna have to figure out how to prevent those short middle gains. We get a sack right there. He comes right off the edge. Quarterback doesn't have time to do anything. We'll take it. He goes back. He saw that early. He broke away from that linebacker. Linebacker just didn't have the play recognition or awareness. I saw right when he broke from that, he was going to be open. So it's not looking too good for us. They're in the red zone. Let's see if we can get the stop here. That was the end of the quarter. It is 0-0, but they are on the verge of scoring here. There's in this weird formation right here. Boom, right up the gut. Super easy for them. We actually end up going 3 and out with just 3 terrible plays right there. That wasn't worth showing. So we had to kick. So that's unfortunate. We give up the 7, get the ball back, go 3 and out. That's what we don't want to do. We really just want to get the ball back right here. Maybe get a chance to score before halftime. The last thing you want to do is give up 14 straight. So he had 2 options right there. He had the hitch. And then he also had a little crosser on the left side, which he'd have just gained it if he would have went to the other guy as well. The one thing about this corner, I noticed on the right side, is it takes him a little while to react. He had the coverage there, it's just he did not break on the ball at all. We disrupted the quarterback right there. So that's good. I noticed that our defensive line, we can get there. We have some coverage problems, though. Yeah, just like right there, he was matched up. That linebacker was matched up to that guy. He's just out. The guy had more speed on him. So 3rd and short. Tries to go to the outside to the tight end. Linebacker stops him. Hold him to a field goal right here. Of course, anything under 40, they're pretty automatic unless it's on the hash. So get the ball back. 2.5 minutes left. Really, I just want to make this drive the whole length so they don't get the ball back and try to put up some sort of points here. So that's the goal. Try to be smart. Right here, got the little inside receiver, the tight end across the middle. Normally, that's an automatic if that linebacker doesn't have a lot of speed on him. Get the handoff here, gets blown up. The corner on the outside just destroyed my receiver, and then destroyed my running back. So nothing there. Try to go downfield here. Putting in double coverage there, just really trying to give my receiver a shot. That was a bad decision. I didn't have anybody open right there. I could have done some things different. My quarterback is not a runner, but I could have tried to get out of there. So, so right there, you think initially it was a bad pass. I tried to lob it. I think I had him beat. I tried to lob it over. The smarter decision would have been to throw it to the receiver that was cutting across the middle. He was wide open. I was just greedy there. I tried to get the big play, and I should have just tried to get the yardage. I had plenty of time, so we gave the ball back to him with plenty of time. And they are driving right here. The 2-minute offense for the CPU is crazy. It's almost unstoppable. So I thought our defensive line was going to have to guys, and of course the halfback picked up that blitz pretty nicely. Corner got smoked across the middle. So they're on the goal line already. They made that drive look super easy. So let's see if we can get the stop. Really just a turnover, holding them to a field goal. Got a crosser across the middle. I don't know how somebody did not pick that ball off. There were 3 defenders in the area. That just shows you how important awareness is. Because if they had had some sort of high awareness, someone would have picked that ball off. I mean, he threw it in a triple coverage. That shouldn't have happened. At least a tip. So that's halftime. They're up 17-0. We got a comeback to go here. They had a pretty decent return right there. This is where we're in some trouble because our passing game has not done anything so far. And we're in a passing situation. One thing I do struggle with is when I am forced to pass. I like to be balanced. I want to have options. And right here, I think I was trying to get started with the pass a little too early because, I mean, a whole half is plenty of time to catch up to 17. We're fine here. I think I just was rushing it a little bit. We run something easy. I think this is a good choice. Run a little screen to the outside, make it 3rd and short. This does put us in a running situation. So we run a little run there just to get the first down. That was easy. Do have some wear and tear right there on that running back. He's been beat up. So they do switch him out. We got number 22 in. A little inside run here, gain the 9 yards. See, this is where the success comes in. We're getting a good push up front. Our running backs are hitting those holes. If we could just find the balance, we'd be in great position. So we got our crosser across the middle. We've got to let that develop. If our line does not hold up, then that's a sack. So right here, I was trying to run the screen, and what happens is I'm even showing the replay and describing it, but I thought that the running back was our right bumper. And he ended up being wide. I did not pay attention. You have to really pay attention. Depending on the screen that you run, your running back will either be right bumper or wide. And I thought that it was right bumper, and he ended up being wide. So I thought to him, guy. So that was just a mistake right there. I mean, we're having a really good drive. Made the mistake. That's something that can't happen. That was just a not paying attention issue. So we almost get to the guy on the outside. They throw it right in between my linebackers. and he just goes across the middle, makes a big play. They're tearing us up uh, on offense. We can't really do anything to stop them. I'm running all sorts of coverages. I already know that that man that is not going to have a chance. So I'm trying to do some zone match, and they're still picking it apart. So he's got all day right here, and then of course, he's got a guy crossing across the middle. He's got all day to sit back there, gets to the sideline, makes a nice little play. Just my guy, as you can see, my guys just can't keep up. They either late reacting or they're just slower. That's okay. That's the whole reason of dynasty is to grow, to build. Our defense has got a lot of growing to do. So this is where our recruiting comes in. So we're going to try to get those guys that we really need, and especially since we see the linebackers and secondary struggling, we're going to try to strengthen those areas. They run a little play to the outside on the left. It wasn't nothing crazy, but they did secure the first down. We're just trying to hold him out of the end zone here. He gets the easy catch in the end zone. Makes it 24. We're in trouble. Trying to just get going, run the screen to the outside, make a really good play in the juke here. Those plays tend to be working for us. I'm not typically a screen guy. I've always hated the screen. I never really had success before. But right here, it puts me in a situation where I got to use it, and it's working out for me. So probably come back to it a few times. Throw it to the crosser right here. He gets loose, makes a really good play. We'll take that. Right now, anything mid or deep is not working for us. We're liking the little crossing plays. We're just trying to get our quarterback hot right here. Get him out of his little slump. Boom, run a little play action. RX gets caught up. I don't know if y'all saw that going across the middle on the left side. He went real close to the line and he got caught up. That was my first read, so I had to go to my second read and threw it to the guy hitting the corner, and it was a little dangerous. So boom, I noticed that tight end was uncovered, and I'm going to switch him to run a streak that he would have that opening if I timed it right. So luckily, my release was good. I timed it right, and he got that nice little gain. So we'll take that. That was just an adjustment. That was not his route. Initially, we have A across the middle, wide open. We tried to cut back inside the game for some more yards, but we'll take it. Right here, I noticed the tight end's uncovered again, but we decided to run it just because we don't want to make no mistakes right here. We're so close. So we get down to first and goal. Nice run. Like the run, I've noticed has been working for all first 3 quarters. So the running game's not the issue, especially against this defense. We're getting killed right here. 0-24. I'm trying to make a comeback. We will see what happens in the 4th. Right now, just worried about punching this bad boy in. So they are not very heavy in the box right here. Boom, so I just ran a lot inside. So I want me to go for 2 here. I guess they're, maybe thinking that you could make it 24-24 with 3 scores and you hit every 2-point conversion. So I'm like, okay. I mean, my kicker, I'm having the kicking problems anyway, so we're gonna go for 2. Do a little pass and play. Boom. Our tight end breaks away right here. I notice our tight end is pretty decent out of our receivers. We make a big play right here. We get off our O-lineman quick. I come around off the edge. I get the hit on the quarterback. He fumbles. Pick it up. Scoop the score. Perfect. Comeback begins right here. So they ask us to go for 2 again, or suggest we go for 2. We're like, sure. If we don't get it, it's fine, because the next time we score, we can make it 21 just off the field goal, and then we could go for a field goal. I'm gonna play here. I should have went wide to the other side. He's basically running the same thing, and he's running back. He was open, but I noticed the guy on the right had a little bit of a gap between him and the defender, and really, I was hoping he put in a better spot. Right here, he gets a really good run. I was trying to make the stop, and of course, he breaks the tackle. That'd have been punt. If we could have made that stop, it'd have been punt. We'd have been in really good position. That ends up hurting us. So they're just trying to, of course, be smart, run down the time. We are trying to get a stop here. That is our goal. Get a stop. Don't give up anything deep, of course. We're figuring that they're gonna run, but you know how it is playing. Sometimes they hit you with a little. They're a little tricky. They'll hit you with a pass play. Right here, 3rd and 4. I'm thinking that they are gonna pass. Trying to take over anything short. There was a guy crossing in the middle that was open. I was very fortunate that he did not throw it there. Okay, so we throw it deep here and we get it. Only reason I threw that is because he had the inside, and I knew I was going to take over the receiver. So I'm just hoping that he caught the ball. Gonna make a big play here. We just gotta hurry up. Okay, so right there, I did not think that guy in coverage was going to come down. I thought he was going to stick in his zone, but he did come down, and I tried to force that one. Right here, they're talking very badly about my quarterback, and he hasn't made the best plays. Now, I did have that receiver on the inside hitting this little like 10-15 yard end. He was open. All I needed was one more second to get the ball off. Luckily, they did not force a fumble there. Right here, it's 3rd and 10. I'm just trying to get the screen. I'm just trying to get us some yards. Almost got the first down. It is 4th and 1, y'all. So right here, I'm just trying to decide what I can do. So they don't crowd the box at all. We're gonna halfback draw this thing, or just inside zone. Okay, we get it. We take the timeout. Probably should not have taken the timeout. That was a mistake. We had the first down. The clock was gonna stop because we got the first down. I was just nervous. I was trying to win. So that's my mistake. We'll learn from that. So we go across the middle here. Boom, we get the snag. The only reason, that is a dangerous bounce. I'm gonna be real. I'm taking chances here because I'm trying to win. You got to take the chances. So I did take over that receiver, come down a little bit, and make the snag. Boom, wide open. That was a good route run. We're making the comeback here, y'all. Game's getting exciting. We're just hoping that we hit this extra point. Boom. Right down the middle. Now we got a ball game. We We have to go for the onside kick. I have to. I've had some onside kicks go my way, and I've had some not. So, see how this goes. I'm hoping that the first guy, tips or whatever. Boom. No, he doesn't go for it. God picks it up. I'm trying to stick him right here, maybe make him fumble. He gets it. This is ball game, y'all. I mean, I don't have the timeouts. I have two. If I didn't take that timeout earlier, I had three timeouts. We would have been fine as long as we could have got a stop. So he runs it here. We make the stop, take the timeout. We're just trying to crowd up this box. Boom, they run it again. We make the stop here, timeout. And it doesn't even matter. They're just going to need this bad boy out, which really sucks. Taking that timeout on our drive when we got the first down was the mistake right here. I'm not saying we would have won because we was already down, but it definitely would have gave us more time. So they punt here. We're going to see if we can make a good return here. I couldn't do nothing. They had it covered pretty well. I might have been better off just, waving fair catch to save some of the time. Right here, we're in some trouble. We've made some big plays, but we don't have any absolute burners. We know that they're going to cover deep. Yeah, look how they're lined up. They're not expecting anything. I see right here. They got the pressure. Our O-line really needs some work. They got the pressure, and they didn't really send many people, and we're trying to get someone across the now. And we got 4 seconds. We're just going to try to throw a prayer. Quarterback doesn't have that much on him. We don't have any burners. Doesn't look like it's going to end well here. But anything can happen. So let's see what's going on here. Come back of the century. Yeah, really, I ain't have nobody to throw it to. I just threw. So, unfortunately, we took the loss here. It is not how I expected the game to go at all. I did not expect to get shut out up until the fourth quarter. That's what happens. If you cannot put the ball in the end zone for a whole 3 quarters, then you're going to get beat. To be honest, I did not deserve to win that game, and I'm glad the outcome was what it was, because that's realistic. We did make more mistakes, too many mistakes, forcing the ball, throwing the ball to the wrong receiver. We did fumble there and give up a touchdown. Took the timeout when we shouldn't have. Just too many mistakes. We're going to try to limit that. And I definitely need to get into the practice room and look at my routes. Look at my receivers, who runs the best routes and stuff, because the passing game is sad, y'all. Running game's not a problem. Passing game is sad. So we're going to go into the lab and see what we can do about that. That'll be off camera, of course. So right here, we're just looking at the stats. If you're under 300 yards of offense, it's pretty rough. And we did have 80 yards rushing, which is pretty decent. Passing was tough. Passing was tough. We were 2 for 6 on third downs, which is rough. We had tried to go for try to get the first down on fourth down twice. We're 1 for 2. Right there, we're highlighting the passing. We're 12 for 25, y'all. Come on, that's under 50%. It's pretty bad. And if you look at theirs, they're 24 for 27. That goes to show that our passing defense is not that good. Our coverage is bad. They were just chopping us down the field the whole game. So we're going to have to do something about that. And we might not be able to for the fact that it's our first year. You got to deal with who we got on our roster. We will get better. We will lose some games. I knew that we weren't going to go undefeated. I know that this is just, the beginning of our losses here, but we're going to try to make the best out of what we got. We see our weaknesses. That's important. You got to find your weaknesses, acknowledge them, see if that you can make some changes, what you can in the middle of the season, and then just go with it. We gotta limit the mistakes and do better on offense. So we're advancing the week here. Okay, so we got some guys making their decisions here. Somehow we got defensive player of the week for the Sun Belt Division Conference, and we lost. So um, I hate when they give us a player of the week when we're on the losing team, but sometimes it happens. Um, so uh, next week we got San Diego State, y'all. So it's at home. We got the dub at home, so hopefully we can keep the streak up at home. So um, so next week we'll play that game.